Shout out to everybody. I want to talk to y'all real quick. It's a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Verb. I see Verb kind of responding to all this news that's going on. Shaina Ashley canceling the battle with Av. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. I heard Hitman Holla Spaces. I do want to say a couple of things before I do that. Bad news told. Get mad. Get mad. He told everything. With 100, we gonna get to the news. With 100% accuracy, number 4 got told on. Officer T. Ward knows everything. Battle rap has become a haven for the snitches. I'm gonna leave you alone, Bad News. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to D Hood Reeler with the $1.99 donation. We gotta go into politics in a minute. But before I get into this, I just want to remind everybody, Bad News pulled Officer T. Ward to the side. He said, I'll go order my McDonald's. I got a lot to say. Don't put this on camera, Officer T. Ward. Number 4, pop me. Battle rap community has found out. They tried everything they could to defend News. News even met up with Kid Slade and tried to get Kid Slade in trouble. He said, I guess we 5-0 now, over and out, over and out, over and out. Kid Slade like, wait, it was a battle. Bad News like, no, over and out. Was your radio at? We in this together. Kid Slade did an interview denouncing Bad News for doing that. Not only do we have the paperwork, Bad News has got on the radio, on camera, and battlers are still turning a blind eye. So y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comments section. What, I gotta get a shirt that says Bad News Told? I'm gonna have that printed. So y'all ain't gotta hear me say that no more. It's early. Wake up. There is drama in battle rap. Wait a minute. That's all I want to say on the Bad News subject. Y'all can stop holding y'all breath, battlers. Y'all can be friends with him. Y'all can invite him over. He can go to the events. I'll stop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. I do want to say, shout out to Hitman Holla. He's got an event coming up. You know what I'm saying? I do want to put some light on that. First Night Stand. You know what I'm saying? Bags and Bodies presents First One Night Stand, I think it's called. My bad, I said First Night Stand. One Night Stand. I can't read. I'm 41. One Night Stand. It's going to have Vixen versus New Jersey Twerk. I think that actually, I don't like the promotion, the way they're promoting it. You know, it's just, you know, they kind of making it a little bit too friendly, but you know what I'm saying? New Jersey Twerk, you know, he been wilding in his battles, you know, so pretty much right now you can kind of bank on him giving you a good battle. You know what I mean? I think him and Rex, what was that, like, happened like after midnight, but they still had their moments. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I think Twerk has been very, very good the past like couple of years. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. So he's got that. He's got E Hart versus Shotgun. So we're gonna get into all the mess. He got E Hart versus Shotgun Shook. No real promotion going on there. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe E Hart spending her time writing. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a very good writer. Shotgun Shook, I don't know. I haven't really seen much promotion on this with him. Gorilla Monsoon versus Eon, I think. Is that the battle? Shout out to Gorilla Monsoon. I actually caught one of your battles versus Authentic. You know what I'm saying? People keep telling me about you. You did very good. You know what I mean? So now that I see Gorilla Monsoon on this card, I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, dude actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I highly suggest y'all go see Gorilla Monsoon versus Authentic. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good battle. Shout out to him. You know, and then you're going to have Hitman Holla versus Miss Hustle. You know what I mean? So the battle that's not going to go down, everybody knows, is the Shaina Ashley versus Av. My bad, Av. I said Av is mid in the blog before this. Shout out to Av. I'm sorry, I was mad. You know what I mean? Battlers don't promote. You know what I mean? Sorry, you had to take one for the team, for the battlers. I was kind of wilding. Don't y'all be tired of that? I don't care. Don't y'all be tired of battlers don't promote? They're like, I don't promote, and they be happy about not promoting. I don't want to promote. I don't want to promote. Who want to promote? I don't do that. You don't want to promote? I'm going to promote you. Wait a minute. And you let bad news get away. You let bad news get away. After he told Officer T, my bad, y'all. Thug life. Slip back into the. We're going to get back into this blog, but real quick. Bad news told with 100% accuracy. He ain't even going Vlad, and he told everything. You got to go on Vlad first, bad news. Vlad will get you locked up. Him and Adam 22. You ain't even think. You could have got a bag out of this. Bad news wanted to tell Officer T Ward everything for free. I guess that McDonald's was enough. My bad. I'm sorry. Number 4. I'm done with it. Shaina Ashley versus Av was supposed to go down. Subscribe to the channel. Stop playing. What y'all playing for? I keep it real. Shaina Ashley goes ahead and plays Hitman Holla. She played him. I don't care. I don't care. She played him. We not trying to help nobody out here. Shaina Ashley ain't giving me none. Shout out to Shaina Ashley. I rock with you. We following each other, all of that. I ain't gonna go crazy on you. Shout out to you. But she played Hitman Holla. She didn't show up to the face-off versus Av. Hitman Holla spending money, trying to fly people out, do all of this. You know what I'm saying? He's paying for the events, all of this, the venues, all of that. And she decided not to show up, you know, and she's not giving him reasoning as to why a lot of this stuff is going on. You know, he's got an event coming up. You know, he's trying to market, promote. He's already dealing with a situation where battlers are not promoting. You know, I will say this, with a person like Hitman Holla, y'all have got to, I'm not saying like, you know what I mean, be all on the Hitman train and all, you know what I'm saying, none of that. But you have got to appreciate people like this, because with the state of the culture, him continuing to invest, y'all got to understand, this dude got like trucking company. I was around Hitman Holla. He got money. Hitman Holla invited me out to an event. I went out to the event. He pulling out wads of money. I'm like, what my ski mask? Hitman had the money. You know what I'm saying? He don't need to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he's trying to give people opportunities, you know, and, you know, trying to get people lit. But people still don't want to promote. Him and Miss Hustle trying to carry the weight of the whole card. You know, meanwhile, you got somebody not showing up to the face-off. I looked at Shaina Ashley's Twitter, and she did have, like, you know, some things like trying to promote the battle between her and Av. There's nothing on her Twitter of her saying that she's not going to be there, other than recently she uploaded something. I think it was like a response in a Spaces, like kind of addressing why she, you know, she didn't tell us why she canceled the battle. She's in a roundabout way, oh, personal, and I don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, get mad. Everybody get mad. And I'm tired of y'all out there. Oh, don't nobody know. When somebody pays you to do a battle and they're banking on you showing up for the battle, they deserve to know what is going on. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Hitman Holla is completely right in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Just my personal opinion. And for that, for him being transparent, I'm buying the card. You know what I'm saying? This ain't like battles that I really like wanted to see all like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real thug life. I didn't want to see like a lot of these battles. But I'm like, yo, Miss Hustle versus Hitman, if she show up, like this could be pretty interesting. Twerk versus Vixen could be pretty interesting. I kind of wasn't really saw. That's why I didn't really talk about it. I didn't downplay it, but I didn't really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But now, like, bro, like one thing you don't get in battle rap is transparency. A lot of league owners, I ain't saying no names. You know what I mean? They protecting bad news and those they'll do to me. You know what I mean? Thug life. But they will go on and act like the show is fine and people not showing up and just be like, oh, well, somebody missed the flight. Knowing a week ahead of time what is going on. Because he was transparent and put that out there, I'm buying the card. I think this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? And messed up that she did that to him. You know, and then the crazy part about all of it, right, is that he's in spaces explaining all of this, and she's in the listener section listening while listen to me. It's all. She didn't try to go up there. Maybe she did. I don't know. I cut it off. When Av was like, oh, and you know what's crazy? She's in a listener section and she not even when he said that, I'm like, oh. Now Av probably expecting his other half, right? Other half of his money. And the way the contract works, from what I understand, is that if the battle doesn't go down, like, I don't even think Av gets his, like, first half. If the battle doesn't go down, everything has to be returned. You know what I'm saying? So her doing that to him, to Hitman Holla, like, is really, like, messing Av over. So if people are wondering, like, yo, is Av willing to redo the battle? I probably wouldn't, like, at that point. And when you really think about the battle, like, you know how it is, like, a battle you wasn't really thinking about before. Now I'm like, I kind of want to see that. Shaina Ashley, I think she's fire. I don't think she's a bad battler. Actually, I think she low-key underrated. You know what I mean? And the battle between that, like, two punches, I think, you know, them thinking about that and putting that together was pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think he was probably thinking about, like, yo, let's have a slugfest. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get people who punch and see what'll happen. Maybe we can get a good battle out of it. And we're in a market, a battle rap, to where a lot of female artists, like, people don't want to see. And this is just me being real. Right, so if I see a bunch of the girls on the card, like, I'm, depending on who it is, I'm like, you know what I mean? But when I see Shaina Ashley, I'm like, oh, she kind of cool. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Shout out to Hitman. I think this is a terrible situation. You know what I mean? For him to be in. What I would say for any league, right? And I'm just a blogger. We talk about the problem and maybe there can be a solution, right? What I would probably just put out there in the air, right? Maybe they thought about this. I don't know. I think we're at a point in battle rap, and this is just me being 100% real. We've had so many no-shows and people just not being prepared and playing games and, you know what I'm saying, wanting the second half of the battle before showing up, just doing all kind of bully tactics and everything in battle rap. I know a lot of crazy stuff behind the scenes, right? And just battle rap in general. I think there needs to be something in place to where, like, a battle is booked just in case, right? And I know that sounds crazy, but if you think about it like this, right? You know, Bags and Body are probably going to do a future event. This probably is not the last event. Why not, all right, pre-book a battle, like, way ahead of time, right? Be like, this is a battle I want you to do, but, you know, can you be ready before this event? That's going to be before this event. And then if we have a back out, you do that battle then. You know what I mean? And then, like, if you can't do it then we'll just have it when it's supposed to be scheduled to happen. Maybe that could be a way to mitigate the damage, because a lot of these battlers, I don't think they understand, because, you know, they used to having fans. You know, we watch them, we give them the benefit of doubt, we excuse them no showing and having bad performances. Like a lot of them, we do that a lot. So they take advantage of the consumers, right? Because at the end of the day, this lies on Hitman Holla. This is not lying on Shaina Ashley. It does, like, people see that she's doing bad business. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is his league and his brand on the line. He's probably got pay-per-view, all that set up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of money at stake. So if one of these battles, a co-headlining event, or one that's right up under the co-headlining event, if something goes wrong with that, that could mess up the fans' perception on whether or not a card is worth it. And right now, he's charging $50 for this card, right? And if you think about it, like with the whole card, you got Miss Hustle on the card, you got Hitman Holla on the card, New Jersey Twerk on the card, you know what I'm saying, Vixen on the card, you got Av on the card, something like, you know what I mean? It's like, all right, you know, $50, all right. But then now you take Av and Shaina Ashley, y'all, people like, yo, we haven't heard anything from Shotgun Suge, E Hart, we haven't heard anything from Gorilla Monsoon, Eon, like we haven't, you know, and with that tag sitting there, the $50 tag, you know, people like, well, we're not getting one battle, so I don't know. That could create issues. You know what I mean? Just being real. So she not thinking about, she like, oh, I can just get in space and just tell, well, you know, I had something real going down and all of that. But he got something real going down. He got a real business he trying to run. You know what I'm saying? And like he said in his spaces, everybody's available when it's time to get paid, right? So I'm sure when everybody's looking, trying to get their deposits, if he's sending people there, you know what I mean? Messages like, all right, well, I'm ready to pay and disperse deposits and all of that. I'm sure he had no problem getting in touch with Shaina Ashley or any of these battlers, if we being real. And I've dealt with Hitman Holla before. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no problem. Like, bro, he invited me to come out to the event. He ain't had no problem, like, paying me to come out to the event. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he not like that. Like, if it's, you know what I'm saying, business-wise, or if he feels like, you know what I mean, if it's like he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good like that, you know, business-wise. So I don't know. I don't think he's the type to do bad business with people. So it kind of sucks to see him in this position. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm buying the card. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to Hitman Holla. You know what I mean? It's what's going on. You know what I mean? You trying to help the culture. You, Easy to Block Captain, T-Top, shout out to T-Top. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to help. And Chilla Jones, shout out to Chilla Jones. Y'all trying to help prop up the culture, you know, and give good battles, and then battlers do this. Y'all remember when John the Down on the Bullpen Battle League, he had the bootleg Mayor. Mayor was a little bootleg. Me and him got into it, so that's why I'm saying he's bootleg. So he had the Mayor, like, willing to give crazy money to battlers, just sponsor whoever he was, right? And then people wanted to play around on his card. And he could have used that money for anything else. You know what I mean? Booked anybody else, but he's trying to give people opportunities, trying to make sure people get money in their pocket, you know, in a drought. You know what I mean? And then they end up screwing them over. You know what I mean? So this is kind of a similar situation, and people do have to understand. Yeah, I mean, egos aside, Hitman don't have to do this. Y'all see it. Shout out to Big Blood with the 199. He said all of this is fine and dandy, but bad news. But Hitman don't have to do this. Like think about this, right? ARP did this. Washed his hands of it. Right? Done with it. He went into entertainment. Like I always say, like any blogger can go into entertainment and probably do all right with consistency. Look at Tech Sago from Easy to Block Captain's Trenches. His channel is doing numbers. Just talking about some, you know, prison stories. You know what I'm saying? Look, I talk about politics, 100-some thousand views. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Especially he been on Wild 'N Out and on tour, you know, and he's putting his name aside people that's screwing him over. How long is he going to deal with this before he says, all right, I'm done? You know, and people may get mad like, yo, why is he putting a business out on Twitter? He had to. You know what I mean? Like, what if we would have found out that he knew about this a week ahead of time, the battle goes down? How is he going to look? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I respect what he did. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Hitman Holla. I do want to say this. Hitman said something in the spaces. Thug life. He was wilding in the spaces. He said, yo, people telling me Dot Mob has something to do with this. Like, what? Wait a minute. 15 minutes of fame. Interview Rex. I want to know what's going on right now. He said, I ain't saying nothing, but they saying, yo, she tied in with Mook and all this. And some can... Mook, I ain't saying you did it. I'm just saying. It's very interesting coming from Hitman right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is a situation people were tuned in. When he said that, I was at work. I caught the live late, bro. I work 12 hours a day, right? I get off at 7 in the morning. When I heard him say that, I'm like, I got to leave early. I left 40 minutes early, and I was on the road coming home. I didn't care about the floods going on in Nashville. My backyard got flooded, all that, the tornadoes and all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care about that. I had to run home and talk about this Dot Mob situation. Is this true what the fans are saying? Shout out to Rex. Rex, you know I rock with you. Mook, you know I rock with you. But is this true? Did Dot Mob have something to do with Shaina Ashley dropping out of this event? You know what I'm saying? I'm curious. You know what I mean? It's what I said. Hitman said, Thug Life. Hitman said it. That's a very, very interesting. You know, fans gonna go crazy. Oh, Mook did it. He put in that call to Shaina. Told Shaina, this is a mafia call. Drop out of that battle. So I don't know. It's very interesting for him to say that. You know what I'm saying? But and then you don't know like what he's probably hearing. You know, so I don't know. Shout out to Hitman Holla. I think that's interesting. As far as the event, I will be supporting the event. Shout out to all the members in here. I see Houston. I see Respect VA. All of y'all. I will be supporting the event. You know what I'm saying? Like, people doing good work. You know, and from what I hear, he does good bit. Y'all got to think. Remember when I think he had an event last year. They had an award ceremony for Swamp. Swamp got his first 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? They do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Try to prop up the battle. When people are doing that, I mean, I think it's messed up when they get screwed over. You know what I mean? And then you sitting in the listener section while he's talking about this. And then you do a space and say, well, I have real things going. Like, so I'm tired of that. I'm not going in on you, Shayna. I'm just saying. He's got thousands tied into this. And now Av don't know if he's going to get paid. He asked Av, he was talking to Av. I think he said something along the lines like, yo, was you thinking about showing up? And Av was like, man, I was hoping I could show up. I was just in the middle of getting a rental, a rental car or whatever to come up there. Yo, y'all got to think about that. Avden probably took off work or whatever. You know, I don't know if he work or if he in the street. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he in the street. Selling keys. I don't know. It's Av. You know what I'm saying? But he said he was about to get the rental to go up there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he thinking like, yo, I get to go out of town. You know what I'm saying? Spend a little bit of money, have some money on the way back. Probably planning on some things. And then Shayna just, you know what I mean? Messes money up. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like when people take chances on people, this is what can happen. You know what I mean? And I don't think Hitman really deserved that. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. So I will be buying it. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. That's it. One out of many. You know what I mean? Av, I don't know if Av sell keys. I'm just talking. Y'all be talking like that in raps. I'm sorry. I watched the Bad News interview. He told everything. 100% accuracy. Blame the battle rap community for it. Y'all let him go. Now Calico, shout out to Calico. Calico mad right now. Y'all know what's going on. I'm going to say it. I was going to do a whole nother blog. I ain't going to waste y'all time. Let me know if y'all want to know. Hit the one in the chat. You ain't got to hit the one. It's drama. I'm going to say it anyway. So Calico has been complaining on Twitter, right? See if I can show y'all this. I'll show y'all what I said. It's a little bit of drama. So Calico is complaining. He said, wait, am I blackballed? I'm dang near about to download some apps and create my own trailer for this event. Cause dang, right? Nobody wants to do the trailer for Calico's event. What is going on? Y'all know I had to get involved. I said you saw bad news paperwork. Now bad news protectors are blackballing you. Shout out to everybody. They don't blog like this. They can't talk like this. Wait a minute. So Calico's got an event coming up. And he's trying to have a trailer done. And he's been talking to a lot of people trying to get this trailer done. And everybody's having, you know what I'm saying? He got in touch with some people. Shout out to Twiz. He got in touch with Twiz. Hopefully Twiz can do a trailer because we like Twiz's, you know what I'm saying? Trailers and everything. Shout out to Twiz. All right? But nobody else wants to do it. I wonder why. Calico, if you never would have said you saw the paperwork, maybe everybody would still try to be your friend. But because you stood tall and you said, nah, the paperwork is out there, bad news. Now everybody's turning. He can't even get a trailer now. Wait a minute. I know he's trolling. I'm putting that out there anyway. Officer T. Ward. He's right there. He's right there. Number 4. You sure bad news? 100% accuracy? Yes. Would I gotta look at it? Yes. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Support Hitman Holla if you can. Always remember, if somebody is being transparent, letting you know something going down ahead of time, you know, that takes character. That takes integrity. And that's something that I feel like has been missing a lot in the sport. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Hitman. Shout out to everybody. I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all